Good morning, everybody.
Good morning, Becca. Good morning, Alice.
Good morning, Wanda. Good morning, Becca.
Or for you, Alice, it's good evening.
Yes, for me it's good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
um, how's everyone doing? Everyone's doing good, I hope.
Well, we're doing good. Oops, I'm doing good, but this week has been kind of tough on a lot of people. So we're just gonna keep on keeping on, right?
Yep, that's all we can do. Just keep trucking.
And ignore the bull crap and keep on with the positive. That's all I can say.
Yep, that's all we can do.
Yeah.
Okay, so diving right in, we left off last time, right when they changed out the tape, I believe. So
Correct.
We haven't started.
Ooh, somebody's getting a call.
No, that's the channel going live.
Okay. Boy, that's a delay, isn't it?
Yeah, it is slightly.
Do we have to say good morning all over again now?
Yeah, good morning. Well, good morning, Mandy, Sean. Yeah, Millbilly. Thank you all for showing up. So
let's get into the disgusting crap here. I mean,
yeah, let's finish up. This is technically the first interview where Brendan and Brian were in the car and they got pulled over and they started interviewing Brendan and asking him questions. We made about halfway through, so if you want to see the first half, last video. And also just like a quick shout out, hi Len. If you're watching, thank you for
Hello,
showing
Meow
up.
Meow. We've been contacting you. You've been contacting us. Please feel free to come on and give us your story. None of us will believe it, but we'll listen to the bullshit.
So, hi, Jazznaz. I'm also going to post the link. This is also an open discussion. If anybody wants to jump on our panel and discuss what we're going through over, you're more than welcome to, as long as we keep it classy. So, just like what Eric Cozy, just like Eric Cozy always used to say, classy for Dassey.
Yep. Well, I might lose a little class during some of this, but that is because it is angering. It is very frustrating.
It's infuriating.
Oh my God, yeah. Oh my God, yes.
It's beyond. It's just really disgusting everything that has unfolded for.
Yeah.
For Brendan
when you get into it and read the documents, like Alice and me just did, and you, Becca, the jury selection. Oh my God, that made me so mad.
Yeah. All right.
Absolutely infuriated me.
Yeah.
Okay, then. Go ahead, Becca.
Okay, so this is where they flip the tape. So now we're starting off on a brand new tape, and right away we have Detective Baldwin, and I believe the other detective is that we've been seeing is O'Neill. Thank you.
Yep.
So yeah, we have Detective Baldwin. Brendan, now you just told me that family member might have put that truck there to frame Stephen, right? See, yes, her family. Why would her family do that? Because he might get $36 million for. Why would her family care about that? I don't know. Maybe it was a setup. It's interesting. I believe Brendan was hearing this from his own family, probably his own family discussing it amongst themselves, because I'm sure different rumors and stuff were flying around in the family of like trying to understand. I don't think the family initially first thought that Stephen was guilty.
Well, you got to understand he's a 16-year-old kid. The family's going to say things and he might just overhear it. He doesn't, he's not involved. Yeah. He's not involved in straight conversation, sitting down at the table and discussing this. It's just a 16-year-old kid who might be passing through the room and hearing
video game. Yeah, who's playing video games in the living room and is overhearing mom and uncle and all that.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. So let's continue. Let's back up a little bit when we were asking you about the school bus. Why in your mind did you not want to tell us about seeing her. Let's start with that. Why did you not want to tell us that? Because I had to think about it if I'd seen her or not, because it was like a week ago and I got a bad memory. That's the first time he's mentioned I had to think about it, which I think is also, he kind of thought, like, I think this is where we start to see, like, well, you're kept bugging me, so I must have seen it, right?
Yeah.
That's my personal opinion. I don't know.
I agree. I do agree.
Yeah, I agree as well. Yep.
Okay, but that Monday you're telling us you saw her where you got off the school bus. You and Blaine talked about it too, right? Yeah. What did you guys say when you talked about it? After they were done, we were going to see how much Steven was going to sell it for, but we were saying that we were going to leave him alone in that. Why were you going to leave him alone? Brendan, okay, just tell us the truth, okay? And then he says, I am. We're going to talk to Blaine too. Don't worry about that. The truck did not leave that place. It did not go out of the driveway. Excuse me. I don't know why I'm starting to yawn.
Yeah, you staying up these late night things here doing interviews is, getting to the channel here. No.
I got my coffee going too, and I'm just like all happy to step, and then all of a sudden I know it's like, oh, reading, start to yawn.
Yeah, get tired, yep.
Brendan, what happened? I'm saying that's what happened. How soon after you got off the bus did that vehicle leave? 5 minutes. It takes us like 5 minutes to walk down the road. So you're walking down the road. Is she leaving? Yeah. Or when you're in the house, does she leave? Well, we're right by his trailer that he's going to move into, the one that's on the side of the road, because we had to move on the side of the road so she could pass. So did they watch Teresa Hallback leave?
That's what he's saying.
Yeah. So you had to walk on the side of the road so she could pass by you, and you're absolutely sure she was driving that truck. Uh-huh. You just got done telling us, Brendan, that she was out taking pictures when you got there. Yeah, that's what we said. No. When you got to your house, you went in and she didn't leave for 5 minutes. You said that's what you said. Now you're saying she was driving out when you were walking in.
That's when they should have known right there and then that he had no idea.
No idea.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. He had absolutely no idea.
Nobody says he's recalling a different day. Correct. He probably is.
And that's also an interesting thing, Billy, about memory is that us humans only retain like a certain percentage of memory anyway during anything that happens, and a lot of it is our mind is filling in the blanks.
And most of it's confirmational bias. It's something that's suggested, so it just automatically in your mind makes you think, yes, that's the way it happened. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah.
You can't recall it.
You think of, like, I do this all the time. Like, every morning I have to feed my cat and I feed my pet mice. And some mornings it's like, did I do that? Because the last few mornings, like, that's already a set memory in my head. So there was probably many times that Brendan and Blaine had to walk to the side of the road, to get a car pass. So in his mind, he's probably like, yeah, that probably could have happened because it happened often for them.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, this is like a good indication that Brendan has absolutely no idea what he actually saw, other than the fact that he got off the bus and he headed to his house. Yeah. Everything else is him trying to give them what they want to hear. And I think that's, maybe this, Linda, do you think that this could be the 11111 thing? Linda?
I'm sorry. Yes, I'm sorry. I was distracted by my brother who came in the house. I told you that just before we started. So he had to come in. Okay. I'm very sorry.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
Could you repeat the question?
Do you think at this point in this transcript that this is where they kind of start to understand that they can manipulate what he says back to them?
To me, it's when O'Neill gets back in the car and he starts yelling at Brendan. So yes, it's when they tag team him, and then all of a sudden O'Neill takes over. That's when I really believe they figure Brendan can be flipped. He can be suggestible. He's more agreeable when he's got somebody saying in an authoritative way, this is, are you sure that you didn't, just any suggestion with an authoritative voice makes him agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So O'Neill gets out. Baldwin says, Brendan, I know you're scared, okay? I understand that, all right? I want to try to help you, okay? And then Brendan says, yeah, what? Take Stephen away from me? No. Like 18 years again? No, okay. I don't want that to happen, but I gotta know the truth. That's the truth. Now, Baldwin then goes on to say, bottom line is we don't want... Okay, maybe that last yawn will get it out of there. Okay.
Yeah, there we go.
Bottom line is we don't want that to happen, and that's what we gotta do this thoroughly, and you can't hide things, okay? Because if things don't make sense, we can't stop our investigation. Do you understand that? And what you're telling us isn't making sense now. I don't want you to get caught up in something that you don't deserve to be caught up in, okay? You're a young man. You've got a life ahead of you, okay? And I understand that maybe you don't trust the police, okay? But I'm here to tell you, I don't want to get things wrong, okay? We're trying to make sure that doesn't happen, you understand? And then Brendan says, yeah, but everyone thinks that Stephen is the last person she's seen.
Do you know that in that statement that you just read, we're trying to do this, okay? It's a pacifying statements she's making, trying to make them comfortable. It's definitely read technique.
Yeah.
You can see the read technique. Yep.
No, I don't. We're assuming that she was the last. Now, it's the last person that she was scheduled. She was scheduled to go see other people after her, but she never made it to those ones, okay? Well, I heard that someone said that she went to Green Bay to see somebody. No, that was her next scheduled stop, and she never made it that far, okay? Now there's a truck on your land, okay? A lot of okay. Okay, so that's why we were gonna know exactly what you've seen, okay? And nobody's saying that Stephen did this, okay? Nobody's saying that. But to get beyond Stephen, we need to know the truth, okay? Why don't you tell me what happened to her? I don't know what happened to her, but okay, tell me what you know. I know that I came home from school, I seen her there, I walked in the house, 5 minutes later she left and turned to the right, that's it, Brendan. I know you're still not telling me the truth because I know you're looking all choked up to me just because I'm sweating. It's because he's a 16-year-old kid sitting in a police car with the police constantly badgering him. Like, I'd start to cry too. I would started to cry when they put me in the back of the car, and then they're like, "You need to tell us." Like the second that detective would have started yelling at me, I would have started crying.
Right. And let's not forget, they said you can leave at any time, but how is he supposed to leave when they take his car and his way of transportation and he's locked in the back of a car?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's no way that Wayne could have go anywhere.
Yeah. So then Baldwin says, "Are you warm?" And then Dassey has no answer. And then Baldwin says, "No, you look like you're once." Is that really how they talk? No, you look like you're wants to tell me something. Dassey, like what? Like the truth. I'm telling the truth. That's all I want from you, man. I don't know where she is right now or nothing. I think you do. Why don't you tell me? I don't know where she is. I think you know what happened. I think you have an idea what happened. And then O'Neill comes back in. Who's Blaine? Blaine's the brother. Brother. Okay, Blaine or Brian? Blaine. Which one's he? The brother he walked in with. Yeah. You got Bobby, Brian, Blaine. All right. O'Neill then says Brian, Blaine, and you. So there's 5 brothers altogether. I'm laughing because O'Neill asked the question about the 5 brothers. Also, I don't know if Jinx brothers is in the chat. This is where Jinx is very passionate about this particular questioning, because it kind of shows that Brendan, because the second they say 5 brothers altogether, Brendan agrees. So there's 4 brothers.
Right.
Brian, Blaine.
There's 4 brothers.
Bobby and him.
This is where I think they use this answering right here to know that he can be switched. This is what I'm talking about.
Yeah, but he automatically agree. Yeah, there's 5 of us.
Exactly.
Wait, yeah, there isn't 5. But, you know, whatever. Where's Blaine at today? With his boss. Huh? With his boss working. Where does he work? For landscaper. Where? By Lake Michigan. And he's a landscaper, works for a landscaper by Lake Michigan. Close to that, yeah. Do you know what the guy's name is or what he works for? Mike Cornley. Did I say that right?
Cornley. I'm not sure.
Who?
But Millbilly makes a valid statement. He says, "Well, add Brad, it's 5." But yes, Brendan's only thinking of his immediate family living in the trailer. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Cornelly.
Cornelly. Yep. Okay.
That's Cornelly. Anyway.
Okay.
I've tried to make a pun there. Sorry. But corny, you know, Cornelly. Anyway.
Yeah.
It's not really funny if I have to explain it, Becca. All right. So, O'Neill. Who? Mike Cornelly. Okay, he works for Mike Cornelly Landscaping. Baldwin. Is that girl alive, Brendan? Ooh. Brendan says, I hope she is. Is she? I don't know. Yeah, you do know, Brendan. You were involved in this? No. Are you sure? No answer. Who was? I don't know. Brendan? What? This is going to play itself out, man. And then O'Neill comes back in. You said something about someone moving from one trailer to another. Who's moving? Steven. Where's he moving from and to? Well, he just got to clean out some cars right where he lived, and he was going to put a house right there. Oh. What's that now? The house. He was going to put a trailer right by where he lived. He was going to clean some cars out right there. Avery Salvage Yard is there. Okay. He's going to put it right there. Did he start doing some work down there to make that happen? Uh-huh. Is there another trailer there? Well, there's one there. He's got a, Might get rid of it and get a different one, but okay, so nothing's moving from one trailer to another. And then no answer. Just one location to another location. Yeah. Okay, he didn't do any improvement, like dig it up or anything like that? Okay, all right. No, big deal. And then O'Neill gets out. Brendan, why didn't you tell me what you know? Why don't you tell me that's all I know? Do you understand the severity of this? Do you understand how serious this is? Yeah. How do you know how I felt when Steven was in jail? I felt bad for him. Yes, I know you probably did. I know how they feel. No, you don't. Not quite, because you knew where Steven was. They didn't know where their daughter is. They don't know where their daughter is. They don't know where their sister is. Well, I don't either. They want to know. I told you where I think she is.
Right.
No, where? No, you didn't. I told you where. She might be with her friends or whatever. That's true. He did say that, Baldwin.
Yeah.
She ain't with her friends. Every one of her friends has been contacted. Anybody who's ever talked to her has been contacted because they're trying to find her. And then he says, I don't know. Yeah, Brendan, you know, mistakes happen. Bad things happen sometimes. You understand that? Sometimes it doesn't. People don't mean to make mistakes, but they do, okay? The one way to make your mistakes right is by telling the truth, okay? Now, this isn't going to go away. Understand that? It's not going to go away. It's just the beginning. Why don't you tell me what you know?
This is where he
Brendan.
start getting like really forceful with him. You know what I mean? Like really
Yeah.
pushing. Right.
Dassey, I don't know much. Tell me what you know. I already told you. Tell me again. I came home from school, went into the house. 5 minutes later, she left. How do you know she left? Because I was watching. You were watching her? Yeah, because Blaine was there, and he said, wait till the Jeep's gone, she leaves. Go over there and talk to him about it. And why didn't you go and talk to him? She went to his house, didn't she? No. Where'd they go? She left and he went in the house. She didn't leave. Brendan, she didn't leave. Where did she go? I don't know. You do know, Brendan. You watched her. It's okay to be scared. Nobody has to know that we talked about it, okay? Yeah,
Lies.
But I told you. I know, right? As they're recording this.
Right.
Yeah, I told you what I know, and you still don't believe me. It's because you're not telling me everything. I don't believe.
That is the first time I've noticed that he stands up for himself and says,
yeah.
I told
has it in him to do it. See,
right.
He has it in him to do it. He has it in him to stand up for himself. I think, but this is the first interview, and by interview 4, he's so beaten down by them.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Yeah, here's where he's got his strength and he's telling the truth. He's like, you know, I don't know more. You can't really tell me this because I'm telling you what I know. I mean, he's thinking on his own independent part here and he's not feeling too threatened, you know?
Yeah, well, I mean, he knows fine well what he's telling them is the truth.
Right.
But every polis that he has spoken to has called him a liar.
Yes.
And everything that he says, because they didn't like what they, no, Brendan, that's, no, you know me, Brendan, you're not telling us everything, Brendan, you know, in other words, you're lying to us, Brendan. We need to know more, Brendan.
It's the total opposite. When he tells the truth, they say he's lying. When he's lying, they tell him, okay, Brendan, that's good.
Exactly. Yeah. And it's not their body language or that he's picking up on, it's the tone in their voice.
Exactly. That's my point.
Because that's how, I mean, the language in that they're using, the words that they're using, the way they're phrasing it, the way, I mean, look at the paragraphs you've got between their questions and Brendan's answers. You know, he's picking up on their tone of voice. Nothing else. No understanding anything else. When they're going, no, Brendan, that's not what you, no. You know, and then, well, why did you not say that, Brendan? Why did you not tell us that in the first place? See, it's the complete tone and the complete change in their voice that Wayne's picking up on when he's getting questioned by everybody. You know what I mean?
Yep, spot on.
And just to also say, we don't know exactly what Brendan's thinking or feeling, and this is just all our personal opinions based off of what we do know.
Yeah,
so
I'm assuming.
It's just a discussion. It's nothing official is being said here. It's just all our own personal opinions on what's going on. So
it's our perspective of what we see.
Yeah, just our interpretations based on our own experiences.
Right, because Millbilly did point out we do not know what he's thinking. He's
correct. We don't know.
You're very right.
You know, and I don't even, you know, to be perfectly honest, this is going so many different directions. I don't even know what Brendan would know what he's really thinking. Other than that, he's scared and he's a 16-year-old kid who's sitting in a police car being basically interrogated for a murder that he didn't even know. He doesn't know anything that's going on. You know, I can tell you that much.
And we are putting our, now, 2020 kind of vision that this has already happened. We kind of know Brendan a little bit better, so we can assume that these things, So, but you're right, very correct. We do not know. We were not there. We are just giving our opinions.
Anywho, where did I leave off? yeah, I told you what I know, and you still don't believe me. That's because you're not telling me everything. I don't believe. That's all I know, though. No, it's not all you know. Yeah, I do. You know something a little more, and you're just not telling me. O'Neill comes back in. Bobby went home when you get home Monday. Not usually. He's gone goose hunting. When that lady was taking pictures, was Bobby home when you got home? No. Okay. He goes goose hunting at 3 o'clock every day. That's right. That's right. Now you're at home and you're watching her out the window talk to your uncle, and you're gonna go over there after she left. But I didn't want to. I wanted to play games. That sounds like him. You and your brother both sat there and looked out the window at her and waited for her to leave so you can go in and see how much he asked for that truck. But then all of a sudden, once she leaves, you don't feel like going over there anymore. I just wanted to leave them alone. You wanted to leave them alone. Yeah. What does that mean, Brendan? I wanted to leave them alone. No answer. You said them. No answer. You said them. Why did you want to leave them alone? Because I thought he was tired and wanted to rest. What do you mean you thought he was tired? From working. Brendan, she went into that trailer, didn't she? And that still doesn't mean anything, okay, Cardor? Do you understand that? That doesn't mean anything. All that means is she went into the trailer. That doesn't mean anything, okay? Did she go into the trailer? No. Where did she go? She left. She didn't leave, Brendan. Yes, she did. Dassey, her truck's on your property. She didn't leave. Somebody could have planted it. She didn't leave your property. How do you know that?
There you go, Brendan. Wow, right on. That's about that.
Son. Good on you, man.
Yes.
Yeah. For real. I would be like, hell yeah, cheering him on in the background too. How do you know that?
Yeah, exactly.
Brendan, you weren't telling us the truth about coming off that bus and seeing her that day. There's a reason for that.
I just wish he was just that wee bit more cockier.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah.
I mean, especially with that answer there. Well, how would you know? You know, I wish.
Yeah, how would you know? Yep.
Got the courage to keep it going a wee bit, especially when they're saying, no, you're lying, you're telling us, man. It'd be like, well, you're a human lie detector all of a sudden. You know, and just had that wee bit extra courage just to keep up with it, you know.
Okay, now you notice Brendan's like talking back to Baldwin, saying, "Yes, I am. Yes, I am." Now watch the switch with O'Neill.
Okay, are you telling us the truth now? Why should we believe you? Why did you not tell us the truth from the beginning? Because I thought you were going to lock me up. Why would we lock you up? I thought that I did it. Did you do it? No. Do you know who did it? No answer. Do you think that all her family is missing her? Think we'd want to find her? Yeah. Think she's cold? I would help too if I wanted to find her. Do you think she's cold? Huh? Hold on.
Bless you.
Sorry, allergies. Huh? Do you think she's cold? Yeah. I think we should bring her back to her mom. What do you think? Yeah. You want to help us? Where is she at? Let's bring her home. Last time I seen her, she went down the road. Let's bring her home. Pause. No more games. It ain't a game. No, you're a man. You're right, Brendan. This isn't the game. But you know what? Here's a girl there, okay? She's cold, she's scared, she don't know where she is, okay? And she got people who love her that are looking for her right now. You understand that? Yeah. And they want her back. Do the right thing. Let's do the right thing and give her back to her parents where she belongs, okay? But I don't know where she is right now. Where is she? Stephen's house. Where was she? Stephen's house. Did you help put that truck back there? Did you help cover it up? Did Stephen put that truck back there? I haven't been down in the pit for a long time, probably a year. You said you were afraid because you thought we'd lock you up, right? Yeah. Why do you think the best thing to do here? What do you think is What do you think the best thing to do here is? To tell the truth, or you just don't know? You seen a picture of her? Yeah, on TV. Okay, you seen her that day, right? Well, there's something out. People don't need that, don't know, okay? She needs medicine on a daily basis, okay? Somebody pointed this out once. They were like, there was nothing prescribed, I don't think, that she was on, right?
Right.
Like, that was confirmed through her doctor, at least that we're aware of.
Right. Correct.
So
if anybody else knows, they can put it in the chat, but I don't think so. I think you're correct on that.
Yeah, so it's a very interesting statement to make something like that, like she needs her medicine.
Right.
Yeah.
She's not like a diabetic or anything like that. So no, that was just
on a daily basis.
That was infused in there to make it look like Brendan would have sympathy.
Panic. That's what that
probably,
was.
It's probably part of the
panic. To think, oh my God, she could be dying. You know what I mean? And that's probably what the Wayne did think, eh? But he didn't know where the hell she was.
That's
or maybe even to try to gauge his reaction, like, oh no, she doesn't. Like, if you're not panicking, then that means something too, right?
Well, it's also a part of the read technique where you insert sympathy for the victim to the potential perpetrator, so they start feeling morally, oh my gosh, this person, you know what I'm saying? They make them get sympathy. So that is also part of the read technique. So,
yeah. Sorry.
That's okay.
I just need to. Okay. I cannot walk and chew gum at the same time. All right. Okay. Well, there's something out. People don't need that, don't know, okay? She needs medicine on a daily basis, okay? And we want to know if she needs to get that medicine, okay? We want to get her the help she needs. She's not here anymore.
Control question.
Get her back to her question. Yeah, why don't you help us with that?
Control question. Control question.
So Brendan says, what do I have to do? You have to help us. I told you whatever I know. No. You started this conversation out with lies. You have it. You still have it. You've come clean so far to this point. I know you know more. I can see it in your eyes. That's because they're watering. Yeah, it's because you feel bad and you should. Has anyone told you to lie to us? No. Has anyone told you not to tell us you've seen her when you got off the school bus? No. Why did you make it up in your own mind not to tell us that? I think your mom's fight with Steven was something to do with this. Why did you guys come up here this weekend? To make fireworks for hunting? Brendan, were you involved in this? No answer. Anyone you know involved in this? No answer. Why don't you tell me what you've seen that day? No answer. 3:30 every day that bus comes and drops you off. 3:45. 3:45, the bus pulls up. You and your brother Blaine get off the bus. What do you see? That
which is an hour and 15 minutes later to when Teresa would have been on the property.
Exactly.
So there would have been no bloody chance that he would have seen Teresa anyway.
Right on. Yeah.
What?
It is. That's where the timeline.
Where she's at, looking at the van. And who's with her? Steven. How long of a walk is it from where you get off the bus to where the van is? 5 minutes.
7 minutes for me.
Oh, he's a young strapping boy. So.
Yeah, let's just say it took me, Denise, and Allie 7 minutes. But yeah, we're older.
Okay, so you're walking up there, right? No answer. When you get there, where are you going? Where are you going? To your house? She's still there? Yeah. Okay. Did you go right inside your house right away, or did you stay there? I went to the house right away. You guys keep an eye on them, right? No answer. What are they doing? They're talking. And Stephen hands her papers for the van. Okay. And then she leaves in that. When he hands her the papers for the van, where are they? Standing outside, or is she in her vehicle? They were standing outside it. Okay. Did you ever see Stephen go up to her vehicle? Mm-hmm. When you said you saw her leave, then you said, From where? From your house? From where? By the side of the van. Where were you standing? In the house. Okay, so you see her leave. Where are you at when you see her leave? By the sink getting a drink. Okay, so you look out the window and you see her leave. Before you told us you were walking down the driveway and you had to actually leave from that driveway towards the grass so she can go by you, right? Why did you tell us that? I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it's because you kept like driving it in his head that he must have seen something, so he came up with something, right?
Yep.
Do you understand where I'm coming from? Where's the real story here? This one.
Oh, Becca, you're making me yawn.
Huh? This one.
Oh,
okay,
you're making me yawn.
I know. I'm sorry. Okay, so why did you not tell us the truth about when you saw her leaving? I was scared. Okay. Let's get beyond being scared. Let's get beyond the idea of you getting in trouble and going to jail, because that's not going to happen, okay? Lies. Lies.
Yep, liar.
Tell us anything more. Do you actually see her leave, or did she stay here? There. I actually seen her leave. Where was the van parked? By the little trees. Just how far from your house? Probably a yard. Okay, so the van's parked in your yard, basically, and she's out there with Steve. Where was her truck parked? Right to like on the other side of the road. Grab me that notebook. Draw me a picture. Where your house is, where the school bus dropped you off, where Steven's house is, and where she was when you seen her. She was right there. The van was sitting right there, and there were some trees like right here. Okay. And there's our driveway that drops us off right here. Whose house? Who's that? Ah, Chucky's, and Grandma's is right here. Okay, where's Steven's house? Right there, right here. Okay, so her and Steven's were where? Right here. Okay, and that's where your van is. Where did you walk? Right this way. Okay, close enough to hear them talking? No answer. So you went in the house. Yeah, okay, and then you were in there for about 5 minutes. Yeah, this sink is right here. Okay. The bedroom's right here, Mom's bedroom, the living room, and the kitchen is here. So she's 1 yard from your house. This is 1 yard, 3 feet. No answer. Did she come into your house at all? No answer. Did she talk to you at all? She never said one thing to you. Maybe she's seen us, but that's it. She's seen you, but she didn't say anything. No answer. Okay, so she's out there for 5 minutes talking to Steven. Then what? Then she walks over here and drives. Was Steven in the van with her or in the car? No. Did Steven go with her? No answer. Did Steven come over to you after she left?
No.
Did you stay in your mom's house the whole time after he left? No answer. Steve did not come over by you. So when she left and you watched her leave, Steve did not come over by you. How long did you stay in your house after she left? You're playing games, you said something, right? How long did you think you were staying at the house? You mean playing games? Yeah, probably like 2 hours a day. So that Monday after she left, when you stayed in the house playing games for 2 hours, Steve did not come over. Did you see Steve at the rest of the day? Yeah, where at? In my house. He came over. He needed some help to push the Jeep into the garage because he was fixing it for Grandpa. What time was that? 7 or 8? How did you help push him in? Push it in? Push it in with our hands. And where did he have to go and get that Jeep to bring it up by the garage? It was right by the garage. It was always there? No answer. Okay, Brendan, let's get back to what you're trying to watching. You're waiting for her to leave. No answer. So you could go and see how much her uncle wanted that vehicle, right? Yeah, because he said before that he was going to give it to us or fix it up for us so we can drive to school. So he decided it was too bad in shape and that he was going to sell it. So Stephen made that. So he's saying that Stephen made that decision to sell the van, right?
Right.
Okay, so you wanted to know how much he wanted for it. Was that what the fight was about between your mom and him? Is that he was supposed to fix it up for you guys and he decided he was going to sell it? And then Dassey said probably yeah. Okay. And you didn't go over to talk to your uncle to see how much it was worth? Or how much he wanted, because why? I was just going to leave him alone. So to see, you were going to leave him alone. If anyone was going to buy it or not. If you're going to leave him alone, you were going to leave him alone for something. You feel guilty right now that you didn't help that girl. Is that what the problem is? I think it is, because you're a good kid. That ain't what some people say. Aw.
Yeah.
I've been talking to you for quite a while, and I can see in your eyes that you feel terrible about something. I think that you might have wanted to help her and just didn't know how to do it or what to do. It's not your fault, but now you can do the right thing. You can help us find her, okay? I don't know where she is. Yeah, but you can give us an idea of what happened to her, right, Brendan? Maybe that one person that's on TV, that one that hit that one girl with an axe or something. Oh, it's that one dude.
Yeah, that crazy that chopped up his wife and shot his dog. Yep.
So story time, and this is just to because I don't know if everyone's aware of it, but isn't there a story where the guy that killed his girlfriend with an axe, he was actually at Green Bay with Brendan.
No, I don't even know. I don't know.
Because didn't the guy, because he came forward eventually and said that Brendan was innocent.
Oh,
wasn't there an article about that? Because he met Brendan and he was like, this kid didn't do it. Because he was just like, my personal opinion is this kid didn't do it. And then was that real life, or am I imagining things?
I don't know. I don't know, Becca. Maybe somebody in the chat could answer that, because I really don't know. But that does sound like I've heard the same story. So
yeah,
I can't confirm or deny, I guess.
I guess I'll have to do some investigating and try to find that article, because I swear there was
Detective Becca Chu.
Yeah, Detective Becca Chu is on the case.
That's right.
I think I vaguely remember that there being an article where he was talking about Brendan and how he went up to Brendan and his mom while they were at Green Bay playing cards, and he said that this kid was innocent, that he didn't. Yeah. And so there was a theory that the guy did do this murder because he was in the area, and that was maybe his way of admitting guilt. That's how he knew that Brendan was innocent. Was innocent. But I think I don't know if that's true or not, if he did it or not. I do think though that he just met, like everybody who meets Brendan. There's no way this kid could have done it.
Right. Sean says he's heard lots of stories and comments being dropped that inmates.
Yeah,
that Brendan was innocent. So yes, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. Like everybody that's come across, everybody in prison, apparently. I've been told that too.
They know Brendan's innocent.
Yeah, that every prisoner that's come across Brendan know that this kid's innocent.
Right.
And they all treat him very well. Nobody gives him any grief.
Cool as Ryan. Ryan, what is the last name?
Ryan Reynolds gonna play Becca. That's actually was one of my favorite actors for the longest time, next to a bunch of other male actors. So if Ryan Reynolds wants to slap on a red wig and go for it,
and play Detective Becca Chu,
play Becca in the film, I would be so happy. That would tickle my turtle. So
that's nasty. You're something.
Yep. No, that would be awesome. I need to send him a tweet later.
Anyone who has met Brendan, including some guards, totally believe Brendan is 100% innocent.
Absolutely.
Exactly. Mm-hmm.
I've only heard of one guard that's given him grief, not over guilt or anything, but being a stickler for the roles with him. But
one too many ramen noodles.
Yeah, stuff like that. But like, as far as like him as a person, everybody that's met him has said that he is just nothing but a wonderful person and is completely and totally innocent. Like, there's no way this human being could have done this. So
I don't know who Ryan Reynolds is, but Mandy Colt says.
You don't know who Ryan Reynolds is?
I don't know names. You know, that's not my field of remembering names, but I see faces and remember them. And that just comes from my streethoodness, you know, my street life. You don't remember names. It's a good thing not to remember a name. And I do remember faces though, so I would have to see.
Oh, what was the movie he was in? He was Deadpool.
Okay, I love Deadpool.
Yeah, he played Deadpool.
Okay, well, damn. Then you would be lucky to have him play Detective Pikachu or Detective.
Well, he did the voice. He did the voice of in Detective Pikachu the movie. He did the voice of Pikachu.
Yeah, it would be great to have
Van Wilder. I like that movie, but there's certain scenes in that movie that I'm like, oh no.
Yeah. Well, you know, like, it would be great to get some of these big time names onto Brendan's bandwagon. Be part of the Brendan bunch. You know, the Brendan bunch.
Yeah. There's the cake scene. That was actually just gonna say the was it the donut?
Yeah, we need to start reaching out to some of these bigger stars, maybe, and get them to advocate.
So just to let everybody know, there are a bunch of celebrities that are very pro Brendan. When Making a Murder came out, they all were on Twitter and stuff. And every once in a while, you know, somebody would take a screenshot of these celebrities and send it to Brendan, and it really, really made his day. Yeah. So every once in a while, if you feel inclined to do that, you know, send a tweet to some celebrities and see if they'll respond.
Yep. I do it to Kim Kardashian all the time.
Yeah. And then, you know, if you want to let Brendan know that, write him a letter and say, hey, so-and-so says they support you or whatever. That stuff absolutely makes his day.
Right. Yeah.
So there are Alec Baldwin's one of them, who's a very big Brendan supporter.
I write him too.
Yeah. There's just like a whole bunch of, like, I think there's a list. Ricky...
We need to get the list and put it out and in maybe a video form or something, Becca. You can scroll
I can throw
and do that.
Video.
I think that would be great because that would be a reference for people to tweet and use or write. I think that would be a really good reference to do. So I think that might be a good project for you to do or me to do for you.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah, one of us can do it. We can both do it. Like, absolutely. Yeah. But it definitely made his day when Making a Murder first came out in first and second season because it's just being recognized in the world. You know what I mean? It's one thing to be recognized by regular Joe Schmo people like us, but I guess a celebrity is just a little bit more of a, oh, that's awesome. There was a lady who played in Harry Potter that also showed up to the London rally for Brendan.
Oh, wow. Brendan must have loved that.
Oh, that really made his day. I'll have to find a picture of it.
I want cake too, you guys.
I know everyone's talking about cake because of what me and Jazz Naz was saying about the cake scene. Which wasn't a nice scene, so I don't know why. So I'm like, you guys, stop bringing that memory back up. Anyway, we're almost done with this.
Sideways we went. Let's get back to track.
Okay, maybe that one person that's on TV, that one that hit that girl with axe or something. He was standing in the road, and maybe she stopped and got in her car, and they tried to hit her or something, probably killed her, and maybe try to get Steven for it. I think
he's got the better scenario than anybody.
Yeah, I know. He's coming up with better things than these guys are. Why don't you look at the guy that was killing people with an axe in the area? How about that one, Detective Baldwin?
Yeah. Detective O'Neill.
And so O'Neill says, I think we're done. Okay, let me talk to him outside for a sec. I'll be right back. Baldwin, Brendan, I want to introduce you to somebody, okay? This is Kim. Oh, no.
Solonsky.
Solonsky.
Solonsky. Sirlinsky. Yep.
All right. Hi, she says. I'm just gonna call her. Okay. Skrolinsky.
Boy, leave it to the Scottish. Do you know a Polish name?
Oh, it's a guy. I'm so sorry, Skrolinsky. Kim, I thought it was a girl and it's a guy.
Me too.
Okay. Baldwin, he investigates for the state of Wisconsin, okay? I just wanted to introduce you to him and have you tell him what you've told us so far. Dassey came home from school, got off the bus, went home, waited for 5 minutes, and she was talking to Stephen about the van. Then she left. He went in the house for 2 or 3 hours. He came over by me, asked me for help to move the Jeep into his garage, and I did that. And then, what did the Jeep look like? Gray, like a box car, hardtop? Okay, did you say, however, that you came home from school, right? And he must have shook his head or something, I don't know. Yeah. Baldwin, okay. She was, why don't you hand me that drawing you made of me? You get dropped off here, right? Okay, that's your uncle's house. That's your grandma's house. You walk down the road, and then you walk into your house driveway and into the house. She was right there, right here. Her car was here, and your uncle was with her. You went in the house, and you were by the sink, by the window, and you watched her for 5 minutes because you were waiting to see your Uncle Stephen. When she left, you were going to go and see how much he was going to charge for the van, right? You say she leaves in her vehicle, right? And then you decide not to go and bother your uncle because you thought he was tired, right? Right? Yes? Is that what you're saying? Yeah. Okay. All of a sudden, out of nowhere, you decide you don't want to bother your uncle because you think he might be tired. Or I was gonna wait and see if anybody wanted it because our mom needed the money because she was down and in debt, whatever. But now you think that maybe someone picked her up and hit her with an axe? That one person that's on TV. The person that's on TV might have picked her up somewhere and hit her with an axe on the head and dropped the car off by salvage. That's pretty coincidental, don't you think? No answer. What person on TV? Oh, there's a guy in Manitowoc that, hit his girlfriend. Yeah, live-in girlfriend, 35-year-old female, Manitowoc City in Manitowoc. Baldwin. Except the only problem there is Stephen is the guy who hit his girlfriend with the axe. Is Stephen's guy who was what? Except the only problem there, Stephen is the guy who hit his girlfriend with the axe. That didn't happen until Friday. All of this stuff took place on Monday, right? The other stuff, all took place on Friday. It didn't I'm telling you, okay? I'm not asking you.
Whoa, was that ever confusing? Oh my God.
Yeah, the only problem here is Stephen is the guy who hit his girlfriend with the axe. Are they basically trying to say nosy? Are they basically trying to switch it around and say
Stephen was the one that killed this girl with an axe?
Oh, it couldn't have been that situation because Stephen couldn't have killed the girlfriend with the axe.
Yeah, I don't know.
Sense. I'll have to tell you, Kim, just the way I'm telling you, or I've been telling you. I'll have to tell Kim just the way same way I'm telling you, or I've been telling you. I think you feel really bad, don't you? I think you know something probably happened to her, didn't you? Just got done telling you. You don't want her to be cold, and you thought she was going to be cold, right? And you didn't think you were a good kid. But I think you're being somewhat honest with us, at least. I don't think you're being all the way honest, but I know you're scared. Because everyone in my family calls me lazy because I don't do nothing. Well, you go to school, don't you? My grades are bad, though. What do you like to do? I just like playing games. That's something. Yeah, but they say that it's bad idea. I told her that they make a lot of money, though. That's right. Did you know the name of this girl? No answer. You don't know her? You don't know it then? No answer. No? Well, her name's Teresa. Teresa's 25. She's got a lot of family and a lot of friends that are really worried about her. You understand that, right? And they want her back one way or the other, okay? Understand that, don't you? Do you want to help us get her back? Why don't you do that? I don't know where she is.
This is the second time they've done this to him, saying them things.
Yeah.
That's the sympathy thing. It's the read technique. First they tell him he's lying. You're lying. You're lying, until he starts kind of giving in. Then he didn't. Then it's the sympathy thing. If she's cold, you want to bring her home? Yep, I do. Okay, so now they're doing it again.
Yep.
Okay.
I don't know where she is. Okay, what happened to her? When's the last time you seen her? That Monday. Where'd she go? She left. With who? By herself. Did you see her go into Uncle Steven's house at all? Did you see them arguing, fighting? Did she fall and get hurt maybe? No. After she left, did she come over by you? Like 2 hours later. Oh, he got confused.
Yes, he got
2 hours
confused.
later,
See?
not right away. Was Bobby home when you got home? No answer. Nobody was home when you got home. Just me and Blaine. You and Blaine, that's it. But you gotta understand, Brendan, okay? We don't want you to tell us anything that you didn't see, okay? But if you've seen something, I want you to tell us, because that doesn't necessarily mean that anyone's in trouble, okay? A lot of different things could have happened to somebody. It could have been an accident, could have been a mistake. Someone's accidentally could have happened and somebody got nervous, okay? They got nervous and they didn't think right away and decided to do something that they probably shouldn't have done. You understand what I'm saying? Well, on her truck or whatever it is, you might find Steven's prints, but that's right by the door, okay? How do you know that?
Prints on the right door, yeah.
He told me that he may have touched her car or leaned against it. What happened to that green Jeep that you helped him put in the garage? He's still fixing it. It's still in there.
Now they notice, wait, they changed the color. They changed the color of the Jeep from gray and hardtop to green.
To green, and he didn't pick up on it. What happens if we find his prints inside the car? You think that's possible? Probably. Why do you think that's possible? Maybe I think he might not be, but maybe I think there not be, but I don't know. But you also think that there might be. Why? Because, or maybe inside the window, that's it. What would have happened if you didn't find any prints, though? It's not about the prints right now, okay? See what I'm saying? Accidents can happen, okay? Maybe she went inside Steven's house. I don't know. Maybe she did. Maybe she tripped and hit her head on something, and Steven, being afraid to go back to prison or something, decides, oh, what am I going to say, you know? Things like that happen. Accidents happen, okay? But we need to know everything about what happened so we can figure out, okay? I'm not trying to get anyone in trouble. We're just trying to get the girl back to her family, okay? That's it. And I think you're a good enough person to help us with that. Yep. And then this person says, what did you guys do when he came over 2 or 3 hours later? We helped him move the Jeep into his garage. And then where did you have supper that night? Over by my house. At your house. Where did he have supper that night? By his house. Did he go to Grandma's house? No. Did he eat alone? Do you know? No answer. Did you see him after supper? Mm-hmm. Well, so next time you saw him, the next morning, because he drove up there and talked to us a little bit before school, what did he say to you? That his blazer's going to be gone for a few days because someone's going to buy it. Gone in a few days. Is his blazer still down there? And then he says, just wait. Background noise pause. Okay, we're going to bring him back. That's yours, right? Brendan, I appreciate your help, huh? And yeah, I know you're scared, okay? And I can appreciate it. Sometimes I get shy when I don't know anybody. Yeah, I understand that. What grade are you in? Huh? What grade are you in? 9th? 10th? Your grades ain't that great, you said? 3 Fs. 3 Fs. 3 Fs? Yeah. Well, that ain't too bad. Background noise, traffic. That's bad, but okay. Hey, when you're standing in the kitchen by the sink. Yeah. Was Blaine standing there with you? No, he was watching TV. He was watching TV? Yeah. So, You were the only one that stood by the window and watched Brendan. What? You were the only one that was standing by the window and watching? Yeah. Okay, so pretty much you and Steve were the only ones who knew what happened there? Yeah. Okay, does Steve know that? No. Your uncle doesn't know if you're standing by the window or not. I don't think he knows. He doesn't know. Okay. Were you guys headed to the store? Yeah. Yeah. What were you getting? Soda? Mountain Dew? Yeah, because we're almost out. Did you tell your mom about what you seen that day? No. You haven't told anybody? Just you guys. Just us? Okay, we're going to keep it between us. How's that? Yeah. Okay. You said Blaine's 17. He'll be 17. And he's working today, you said? Yeah. Okay. Background noise, traffic, and that ended it.
Yep. And it is complete confusion for poor Brendan. I mean, oh my God, it even confused me. Let's get real.
You know, reading this interview, now I understand the next interview when they're at the school, because if you remember the one at school, he's asked. He says that Steven said, "Don't talk to the cops. Don't say this. Don't say that." And this is probably because Brendan came back from this situation, told Steven, mom, everybody, what happened.
Yeah.
In this, and then that's when Steven's like, look, don't talk to the cops, don't say anything, don't blah 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 blah. They'll twist your words around, and so now I understand why in the second interview he says, Steven said not to talk to you guys.
Yep.
Because he probably did.
You can see exactly how it is laid out. You know what I mean? There's a form. They're following a read technique by bombarding them with questions. These guys here were I believe the ones that went to Fassbender and Wiegert and said, that boy's hiding something. When we're talking to him, he's switching when we suggest. So either they really think that he's hiding something at this point, or they think he can be easily manipulated. I haven't determined which one I think it is.
They think that he can be manipulated. Well, just with the way, 5 brothers? Yeah, 5 brothers. Bang, that was it there. That was when they knew that if they just kept going and going and going with what they were saying and muddling them up and everything like that, he would pick up bits and bits and bits, and then it would all come together fucking nicely for them. And that is what they done to that poor laddie. They knew exactly. And they didn't go back and say, we think he's does. They went back to Aspender and Liger because they knew he was malleable. And they went back there and they said to them, we've got your man, just put a bit of pressure on him, confuse him a wee bit, and you'll get what you want. Right. And that's my opinion. That is my opinion.
They played on his sympathy card a lot.
Yeah, they did. Yeah.
Where the other interviews are more hardcore, like he's lying. But here they played on his sympathy card,
Yeah.
Several times. So, like they say in the chat here, loosely used. Yeah, they loosely used it. And Aspender and Liger really hard used it. They used it very hard. But there was another control question in there too. Did you see it when I was saying control question?
Yeah, you did, and I like that you pointed them out. Because I think that's very important. The whole Eric Cozy control question thing shows that they were fishing for things. They were fishing for suggestibility and would he catch on certain things?
Was definitely a control. It was definitely a controlled question, that medication one.
Yeah.
And I'm really surprised Eric Cozy didn't catch up on that. He probably didn't figure that.
He probably
did, but he was so early in the investigation.
But he probably really enjoyed that tattoo one, though. I think that was that was the first one that he saw, maybe. But
well, no, I think he probably thought that one was way more important because at that point they were going to arrest him, and that I understand.
Yeah. Probably,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
This is early in the investigation, but it does go to show you that in that technique, they use control questions. So this is all a calculated interview from the get-go. It's not just simply calling somebody over and asking them. It is putting suggestion. It is trying to find liability, trying to find if they're hiding or if they can be manipulated. That's what I think.
I just want to point out before we end this is who Ryan
Hello,
Reynolds
baby.
Is. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'd like to know.
Yeah. Look at that.
I'm not about lovely Ryan Reynolds.
Yep, thank you all very much. We have 200 subscribers on our channel. Thank you very much. We love every one of you.
I was so happy this morning to wake up and see that we have 200. Thank you, everybody, so much. And we're 800 away from being 1,000.
That's right. And we're almost to 100 in Discord. So that's also very good. So everybody keep on passing the word, because, I mean, it might be a shared channel, but Becca's pretty much taken over. And it's Becca's channel. She's the best. She's doing wonderful. And I applaud her very much for it.
Well, I have a great mentor showing me what to do.
And we get Alice every Sunday to discuss the disgusting. And Mr. Meow did not show up. I'm disappointed.
So I'm on the fence if next week, it's probably going to be on Sunday again. But I'm on the fence of if next week we should go over the last interrogation.
We have keep them talking till they're walking next week.
Oh!
Yep. Next Sunday.
Okay. Next available time. I'm debating if we should go over the next Brendan Dassey interrogation. I think it's going to be the 4-hour one, the really hard one for me, at least.
It is for me too.
If you guys are interested in us going through that one before we get back to the post-conviction stuff where we talk about the post-conviction trial and continuing on with Brendan Kachinsky's Meow's role and things, leave a comment. Let us know what you guys think we should do next. If we should probably, I don't know, it would take another couple of episodes just to go over the 4-hour interrogation, but it's just as important, just as valid, just as as the other two that we just went through. It's just it's a bit longer, but you guys let us know what you we should do. Leave a comment
under the video. Let us know.
Under the video. Let us know what you guys would like to see for us to do.
Right, and Mandy, you're 1,000% correct. It takes a village to raise a child, takes the same village to bring the truth and get the truth. And it really matters. I'm telling you, that's my song. Everybody's been really using it. But, Stacy and me and Allie and Denise were talking, and I said, every little bit matters. And Stacy made a song out of it. So, yeah.
Brendan's bunch. I love that. I love that Brendan's bunch. We're going to have to do something with that, Mandy. If you haven't already, please join our Discord. If you haven't already, please join the Facebook group I created where I do Be Brendan Brave and other activities. We have some great things coming up soon. I'm so excited about what's coming up.
Me too.
Linda gave us an idea of a trivia day, and Brendan has set up some things for us for that, like rules and how he wants us to run it, and I'm so excited.
Me too. I love
it.
I love it. I love it.
And,
I love the participation with Brendan. When he gives us do it this way, and then these people
say it this way, say it that way. Yep. So he set that up for us. So we're gonna.
And Alice, thank you so much for being with us.
Yeah. Not a problem. It's a pleasure being on the channel. As you say, we're all here for Brendan, and if it means reading his transcripts, his interviews and everything like that, word for word, then that's what needs to be done, because people need to know the truth and know that Wayne was railroaded for the very bloody beginning.
Yep. Exactly. All right.
So, also, just like a little side note, Mandy, you brought up something that I would like to do in the near future with the whole Brendan Bunch thing. So, if everyone could please also, if you haven't joined either the Discord or the Facebook group, because you're going to be seeing me post about that, I have a great idea that I want to do. It literally just popped in my head, and I really want to do this. So, definitely keep in touch with us through Discord or Facebook, and be involved in what we're doing for Brendan, because all of this is for Brendan.
Right. Be safe and be kind.
Yep. Thank you, everybody.
Thanks, guys.